Good evening, everybody, and good morning to anyone who is watching this video from any other part of the world. This video is not going to be an entertainment video. It is a video about something which I found really, really disturbing in India, and especially during this time of COVID pandemic. So we all are undergoing some serious issues in terms of job security and in terms of education and other aspects of the economy of our country. And it's not just our country, but all the countries in the world are taking a hit due to the COVID-19 pandemic. But what is the most I don't know, I don't have the right word or the right adjective to address the situation, but I'm really, really startled and shocked and surprised and appalled by the kind of behavior that I got to see in some of the schools that are simply blackmailing the parents for money. So I don't know whether these school authorities have any notion of how difficult it is to for a parent to maintain the education of his or her kid. I don't know. I mean, they should know about this stuff, but it seems they don't. Abhi, a few days back, I think I was going through a couple of videos, more than that, and in all of those videos, I saw a parent or parents who were being hassled and tackled by the school authorities for not paying the fees. I mean, don't you get it? Don't you get the economic stress which the country is going through right now? And you are handling the situation in this way? You are actually tackling the parents, hassling them, and telling them that they should take their kids out of the school if you don't pay the fee? I mean, why? I mean, why? Don't a child have the right to a proper education? Don't you guys have the responsibility as teachers and educationers to lead these kids to their path of success, to their path of their careers? Don't you have that responsibility, that you are forcing the parents that if they don't pay fees on time, then they have to withdraw their children from the school? And I understand that nothing in the world comes free of cost, not even education in today's world. But then charging them with sports fee, auditorium fee, infrastructure fee, electricity fee, I mean, how is it justified? On what angle is it justified? Why should a parent pay all those fees when the student is sitting at home and taking online classes where the teacher can be least bothered about whether the student has actually learned anything or not? I myself have a couple of relatives who have their kids who are taking online classes, and I've got the quite a clear picture about the kind of classes that actually take place on this online medium. And it's really heartbreaking. It's really heartbreaking scenario. I mean, from what I learned from the students and the parents alike, the teacher doesn't give a damn about what is going on. All they do is they sit in front of a computer and go on ranting the subjects that they are supposed to teach. The It seems like they are taking the complete privilege of not being able to go to the school. They are sitting in front of the computer screens and ranting whatever they want to. It doesn't matter whether the kid learned it doesn't matter whether the kid will pass the examination, but yeah, they have done their jobs. They have read everything in that textbook. It doesn't matter. It's really sad, guys. It's really sad, and it has been disturbing me for quite some time. I encountered one video of a dad who was standing outside the school with the fees book and was going through the details of the fees. Then I saw the video of another woman who was sitting in front in the principal's office in DAV public school, and the principal was, physically tackling the parent to throw them out of the school premises. I mean, who gives you the right to deal with the parents like that? It's their money that you're sitting on. It's their money that your school is open. I mean, come on. Who gives you the right to teach, to treat the children in these ways? Nobody, right? Why should a parent pay fees worth rupees 3,000, 4,000 in today's date for a student merely in second or third standard if the child does not even get the proper quality education that they deserve? What is the point? I don't see any point. If the parents are questioning you, I think they are right. You know what else I think? I think these parents were a little too late to question these things. It has been years since the schools have turned the education into a business. Years. In the name of internationalization of the schools and in the name of building an infrastructure of the school, these schools have turned into extortionists, and they have been extorting money out of the parents. And while some of the parents who are economically not able to afford this kind of money, they are the only ones who ended up questioning previously, and the other parents silently paid, because it's the same kind of comment, like mere ghar mein to bijli pani aata hai, to why should I bother about what is happening in the country? So it's the same kind of mentality which has brought us to this pedestal today. And today these schools are showing their true colors. So parents, you need to understand, you need to question, you need to question the authority of these school administrative people. There will always be people in the school, students in the school whose parents have so much capacity, so much monetary funding, that they don't have to think about these kind of scenarios twice or thrice. I mean, even if the price goes 5 times, they might not be worried, yeah. But yes, if it goes 6 times, then they might think about it for some time. But you cannot rely on these parents. Education is not about money. Education is about education. It's about teaching. It's about providing quality teachers who are worthy of being called the gurus. And the reason why I'm making this video today is because today is Guru Purnima. And while most of our Facebook walls might have been flooded with the Sanskrit shloks of Guru Vishnu, Guru Brahma, Guru Deva Maheshwara, at the same time, we need to understand that the pragmatic scenario points to a different situation altogether. In today's date, education is turning into a business, starting right from having customized school books, customized school uniforms, and impeccable infrastructure and internationalization and whatnot. These schools have started kind of putting their schools out there in the market and marketing their schools. And in order to market their schools, they are bringing in so many features, publicizing their schools. And for the sake of publicity, they are extorting money out of the parents whose children are studying in the school. But in the name of education, how much are they actually ready to invest? I have personally checked the syllabus of a second standard student. I will not mention the name, but I will say that they are my relative, and I have personally gone through the syllabus and the way they are teaching these students. It's horrible. It's horrible. Believe me. I mean, yeah, that girl studying in second standard might sit in front of me and might be able to converse with me in English a little bit, because guys, that's a language like any other. And learning a language by listening to it, or speaking it, does not mean that you are actually learning the language in a proper way, in a grammatical way. And I did go in and I checked the syllabus and the kind and the way the syllabus is being covered, and it's appalling. So this child does not know how she is forming the sentence, but she is, and she will never know that. The base is completely broken. So who is responsible for this kind of education? You're reducing the number of classes. We used to have 8 periods in a day, starting from morning 8 o'clock till afternoon 2 o'clock. We used to have 8 periods, and we used to learn. Like, I remember the kind of study, the kind of techniques which my teachers used for teaching us. And nowadays, um, the classes are reduced to 4 or 5, and nothing much is emphasized in the name of preserving the childhood of that kid. You're not actually imparting education, but you're extorting money. So what is the purpose of a school there at the end of the day? Is it about creating a brochure, a school magazine, a name in the newspaper, or actually helping students learn something worthwhile in their lifetimes? It's a question which remains to be answered, and it's really a bad situation. So it's very important, and my appeal is to all the parents out there: please understand that if you don't question the authorities, there will be a time when the authorities will start questioning you. Even though you do everything in your bit, there will be a time, like it is now, that they will question you, and they will extort you, and they will do all sorts of possible hooliganism, um, and kind of tactics to get the money out of you. Even though you, by then you might have realized that you not opening your mouth has resulted in their confidence rising to this level, that they will sit face to face with you, and they lie to you on your face, and they will make you feel ashamed for questioning them. It's very important, parents, that you should stand up to this extortion. And these schools who are extorting money in the name of education, and who are actually threatening the parents that they will be that they need to pull their kids out of the school, and that they will not teach their kids, and all these things, these kind of schools should be exposed. Thank you.